Without Christ, there's no blood. Without the blood, there's no life. So I'm stitchy. Living in Christ for life. One blood, one blood, one blood. It doesn't matter where you're from. There's blood for everyone. One blood, one blood, one blood. Let the weak say I am strong. Stay put of Babylon, yo. It moved me since, so watch it make me pass. Because the blood set me free, so you can't stop me talk. The blood come here for deliver. No matter how many times you pull the trigger. No make nobody call the gold digger. Man a son, me no nigga. Christ blood flow like a river. Shut off the heart and the liver. One slip out a giant and the whole body shiver. The remedy in the blood fit the sin and make a winner. Even the great me the hater. Show me love and favor. Sin God like vapor. Tear them up like paper. Move the guilty cases through time and spaces and different places and culture and races and faces and the blood they have for the bad man them and turn them in a gunman free. One blood, one blood, one blood. Let the weak say I am strong. Stay put of Babylon. One blood, one blood, one blood. Yo, it doesn't matter where you're from. There's blood for everyone. Mouth push up like a shark, no take no talk. Why this the program, the dance, them start to back. Blood a road and body line on cool and mark. Only one blood from the cross can change your heart. This ain't nothing but fry up like chicken parts. This a blood that come to wash off your dirty heart. Wrinkle your tongue when you use like a poison that and get rid of bad mind like what? Who them? Hang up and look like I know who know me a talk. You think you hot? Well the blood they have to cool you. So you drive around, the blood they have to fool you. Living in a sin but a one blood can save you. One blood, one blood, one blood. It doesn't matter where you're from. There's blood for everyone. One blood, one blood, one blood. Let the weak say I am strong. Stay put of Babylon, yo. It moved me since, so watch it make me pass. Because the blood set me free, so you can't stop me talk. One blood, one blood, one blood. Let the weak say I am strong. Stay put of Babylon. One blood, one blood, one blood. It doesn't matter where you're from. There's blood for everyone. It doesn't matter where you're from. Let the weak say I am.
Are you in need of an immigration attorney? Hinkson Immigration Law is here for you. Located at 261 North University Drive, Suite 500 in Plantation, Florida. Attorney Jamal Hinkson is here to assist you with all your immigration needs. He has been an attorney for over 9 years and is a proud member of the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Hinkson Immigration Law offers assistance with family-based filings, visa extension, interview preparation, deportation defense, citizenship, and more. At Hinkson Immigration Law, their clients' needs always come first. For more information, give them a call today at 786-309-7038 to schedule your consultation. Hinkson Immigration Law Firm is ready to help you with all your immigration needs. Hinkson Immigration Law is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
You're locked in right here to the Station of the Stars, coming your way. It's our proud sponsor. It is Legal Talk with Jamal Hinkson. That's right, your immigration attorney right here in the Broward County area. I want you to keep it locked in. Don't touch it down. You'll be hearing from our proud sponsor in just a short moment. Keep it tuned in here. It's Jamal Hinkson with Legal Talk. So don't touch that dial. Stay tuned. We'll be connected with him very shortly.
Jubilee. This is the season of Jubilee. All that's been stolen, return to me. This is the season of Jubilee. We've been on a journey, God's brought us far. Oh, while we were victims, yet we won the war. We've grown by His grace, from burden set free. Come celebrating Jubilee. Jubilee, Jubilee. This is the season of Jubilee. All that's been stolen, return to me. This is the season of Jubilee.
Going forward, no more backsliding. Jump down the band, uprising.
Shake it off,
No time for compromising.
shake it off.
Jealousy and conniving. Who know what this is striving? Bust the glass and come out of your hiding. Cut the glass and no more criticizing. Thank the God that him we abiding.
Victory, we're blessed in the city. Victory, we're blessed in the city. Victory, we give God glory. Our season of Jubilee. Where people of purpose no longer ashamed, driven by vision, called by your name. Righteousness, justice, no condemnation. It's God in the sun celebration.
What me tell them, say? From Hinkson down to Hanover, from Central down to Manchester. Long time they are so to me neighbor, and the time for them return the favor. Money find me like a newspaper. Body God when me serve and me savior. After me time now, don't tell me later. You said the land and me need back a acre.
Victory, we're blessed in the city. Victory, we're blessed in the city. Victory, we give God the glory. Our season of Jubilee.
Work it up, work it up. I said a Jubilee time now. I said a Jubilee time now.
Living in purpose, walking in favor, people of destiny.
I said a Jubilee time now. Jesus, Jamaica, you don't know.
Yeah, I got the link. I'm logging on now. It's just that I'm doing.
So when me wake up in the morning and me can walk, thank you, Father. And when me turn on me radio, John Wayne in my talk, thank you, Father. Pastor Manning's balance the thing a real talk, thank you, Father.
It's now time for the Real Talk Show with
Are you in need of an immigration attorney? Hinkson Immigration Law is here for you. Located at 261 North University Drive, Suite 500 in Plantation, Florida. Attorney Jamal Hinkson is here to assist you with all your immigration needs. He has been an attorney for over 9 years and is a proud
This is
member
a
of the
test.
American Immigration
Test.
Lawyers Association.
Test.
Hinkson Immigration Law offers assistance with family-based filings, visa extension, interview preparation, deportation defense, citizenship, and more. At Hinkson Immigration Law, their clients' needs always come first. For more information, give them a call today at 786-309-7038
Yes.
to schedule your consultation.
Yes.
Hinkson Immigration Law Firm is ready to help you with all your immigration needs. Hinkson Immigration Law is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
We want to thank Hinkson Immigration Law for being a proud sponsor of Omega Radio. Stay tuned now. Joining us, it's Legal Talk with your host, Jamal Hinkson, with Hinkson Immigration Law, right here in the Broward County area. Let's welcome the man of God as he'll take you down his segment here, down to the 9:15 hour. Let's join in now with Jamal Hinkson with Legal Talk.
Thank you. Good morning. And good morning to all those listening. As mentioned before, my name is Jamal Hinkson. I'm an immigration attorney. I've been an immigration attorney for over 10 years. And what I specialize in is representing individuals who are attempting to achieve status here in the United States based on a family petition filed by a relative, or I also specialize in assisting individuals, not just assisting, but representing individuals who are placed in removal proceedings and are facing deportation. And the reason why they're placed in deportation proceedings could be for a bevy of reasons. It could be for overstaying on their visa. It could be for criminal convictions or criminal offenses, or it could even be a misrepresentation. I represent a lot of individuals in removal proceedings, and seeing if there's some way that we can get an immigration judge to agree to allow them to remain here in the United States, to gain status here in the United States. And eventually, if we are able to get those removal proceedings resolved and taken care of, they may be eligible, and I may be representing them in the next step in terms of them achieving their U.S. citizenship. So in terms of from start to end, I'm the immigration attorney that hopefully you will consult with to help you or your loved ones gain status in the United States, remain in the United States, and hopefully achieve U.S. citizenship here in the United States. Now, during just this segment, I like to house questions that you may have. Now, although it's a 15-minute segment, you can call into the radio station and the host will put you on with me and we can do a live free consultation while on air. Now, I know there are a lot of individuals that may say, well, the matter that I would like to discuss with you, Mr. Hinkson, is kind of confidential. And I understand that greatly. So if you want to get a hold of me outside of this program, you can definitely give me a call at 786-309-7038. Once, I'm going to repeat it again, 786-309-7038. Now, what is so good about that number is that it is a WhatsApp enabled number, meaning that if you or a loved one uses WhatsApp and you're abroad and you're saying to yourself, well, I would like to give Mr. Hinkson a call, but I'm not here. I'm not local here in South Florida. You can definitely still use that number via WhatsApp and you'll be able to get a hold of me. Now, one of the great things about being an immigration attorney is that it deals with federal law, or the law across the United States. And as an immigration attorney, it may be that, I'm here based in South Florida, but you may be in New York, or you may be in Virginia, or you may be in Tennessee, or you may be in California. Wherever you are within the United States, if you have an immigration matter, I have the authority to represent you or your loved one in those proceedings or in those immigration context, as immigration is dealing with federal law. So just because I'm based here in South Florida doesn't mean I can't represent you if you're in some other state. In fact, I represent individuals. I have a case in Virginia that is upcoming, in which I won that person's removal case, in which I'll talk a little about it, in which this person was arrested for fraudulent use of a credit card. This person worked at a department store, and it happened quite some time ago. This person at the time was a green card holder, and this person actually took the information, the credit card information for the customers that were shopping at the department store, as this person was an employee, and later used the credit card information to purchase items for that person's own use. And eventually, the department store and the customers became aware of this when they saw their bills saying, hey, I'm being billed for something for which I never purchased. And my client was confronted and arrested and charged for fraudulent use of a credit card and for grand theft. Now, the amount that it totaled, in terms of it was a it wasn't just a one-time transaction. I'm just trying to show in terms of the kind of cases that I do handle, and it may seem cases that are maybe hopeless, but we got a favorable result. So the total amount that my client managed to essentially steal from the customers was approximately about a little bit less than 10,000, so about $9,800. Now, for that offense, my client was convicted, was sentenced to probation because this was my client's first offense, but it was a serious offense. And my client had to pay the entire amount back in restitution. And then on top of that, after being convicted and having to deal with probation, then my client was placed in removal proceedings. Now, it wasn't something that was done right there at the time after my client's conviction. In fact, my client, was not really versed in immigration. And it seemed at the time, I don't know if it was due to, being a youth and, thinking that nothing can ever happen to you as a green card holder. But my client actually, waited some time and was not placed in removal proceedings and was decided to take a trip outside the United States. And it is at that point when my client was coming back in that when the client was checking in with Customs and Border Protection, the CBP officers, they saw the convictions and then placed my client in removal proceedings. So you may be thinking to yourself one of two things. First and foremost, how is it that a green card holder, a lawful permanent resident, is placed in removal proceedings? I thought that as a green card holder, that I have the right to live here permanently and work here permanently in the United States without being put in removal proceedings. And the answer to that is yes, generally you are, but it's on conditions. It's on conditions that you don't commit certain offenses. And some criminal offenses, for example, this one that my client had, which is the fraudulent use of a credit card, is what is a removable offense. So to answer your first question that you may be thinking that green card holders cannot get deported, that is absolutely not true. In fact, unfortunately, maybe due to the circumstances and maybe not, maybe due to lack of representation, green card holders are eligible to be removed from the United States, deported, and are actually deported from the United States. Now, in my client's case, my client was placed in removal proceedings, and the reason for the client being placed in removal proceedings was obviously because of that or those convictions. So in a case like this, my client was actually eligible for a relief, because a lot of times people think that once you're placed, and this is the second thing, once you're placed in removal proceedings, that means it is over for you. There's nothing that can be done. But actually, it's the opposite. You can actually apply for relief while in removal proceedings if you're eligible. So the type of relief that my client was eligible for is what is called a 212H waiver. And it's a section in the Immigration and Nationality Act which allows for individuals who may have a criminal conviction which renders them removable, allowing them to apply for this type of waiver, which is sort of like a forgiveness, requesting the immigration judge for forgiveness based on their actions. Now, for this waiver, you can show that you're eligible for it in multiple areas. The main two areas are, well, if the offense took place more than 15 years ago and you have rehabilitated yourself, then you're eligible for the waiver in that regard. Another way that you're eligible for that waiver is if you can show that you have a qualifying relative here in the United States that would suffer extreme hardship if the waiver is not approved. So in my client's case, although, we were able to prove both avenues or both types of grounds for the waiver, we decided to go more over towards that, the offense did take place quite some time ago. and that my client has rehabilitated um, and now should seek forgiveness and warrants forgiveness and favorable discretion. Now, I'm glad to report that, this is not something that, I would highly recommend that you ask for and you deal with without an immigration attorney, but this is actually a trial that takes place in an immigration courtroom before an immigration judge, in which there are witnesses that are called to the stand, including my client. And my client is questioned by me, the attorney, as well as my client is questioned by the prosecuting attorney, which is the attorney for the Department of Homeland Security. So, in these kind of circumstances, there's a lot that goes into it, not just, answering questions, but you have to provide supporting documentation, all of which is covered if you decide to retain an attorney such as myself. I kind of prep my client in terms of what is going to be needed, what kind of questions that my client would face by me, by possibly the immigration judge, as well as the prosecuting attorney. Now, I'm glad to report that we were able to get relief, meaning that the judge granted my client's waiver and my client was allowed to keep the green card. And I would like to end with this lasting note that not only was my client granted and allowed to remain in the United States as a green card holder, but because she received that waiver, now my client was able to now apply for citizenship and is eligible to apply for citizenship. Of course, immigration can take into account my client's past as it relates to the conviction, but at least this conviction and her subsequent granting of the waiver does not now disqualify my client from receiving citizenship. And I'm glad to report that's one of the cases that I will be handling upcoming, in which I'll be representing my client in her naturalization proceedings, in which it is my understanding that most likely she will receive her citizenship. So I'm saying all this to say this today, that maybe you or a loved one may have a situation or something that happened in the past that may seem that, if I go any further, this may cause further issues with immigration, and I'm going to just sit quiet and remain here in the United States without doing anything. And that is the complete opposite. The most important thing that you can do right now is to get in contact with an expert immigration attorney such as myself, because maybe it's a situation in which the offense that you're thinking about is not a removable offense. It may be a situation where it may be a removable offense, but there's grounds for a waiver or relief from that removable offense. So the most important thing is to get in contact with me, an immigration attorney, so that we can, sort of strategize a roadmap to see if there's any way that you can possibly gain status or keep your status or move forward towards achieving the ultimate goal, which is your citizenship. So I'm going to repeat my number one more time. And my name is Jamal Hinkson. And this is Hinkson Immigration Law is the name of my firm. I'm based in Plantation, Florida, but I can represent, and I have the ability to represent individuals across the entire United States and across the world. And my number is 786-309-7038. Once again, it is 786-309-7038. I hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving if you're celebrating that here in the United States. And I hope to speak to you guys, God willing, next week. Have a great day.
Hinkson is here to assist you with all your immigration needs. He has been an attorney for over 9 years and is a proud member of the American Immigration Lawyers Association. Hinkson Immigration Law offers assistance with family-based filings, visa extension, interview preparation, deportation defense, citizenship, and more. At Hinkson Immigration Law, their clients' needs always come first. For more information, give them a call today at 786 309 7038 to schedule your consultation. Hinkson Immigration Law Firm is ready to help you with all your immigration needs. Hinkson Immigration Law is a proud sponsor of Omega Radio.
For further information, Jamal Hinkson can be reached at 786-309-7038. That's 786-309-7038. For all things concerning your immigration matters, contact Jamal Hinkson, a proud sponsor of Omega Radio. You can join in with the Legal Talk here on Wednesdays at 8:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned.